Well, she nearly lost her vision, but was given the gift of sight back by a pretty incredible procedure. Now, as a result, Jacqueline Haynes has created a nonprofit organization called Clear Eye Restoration, and she's trying to raise awareness about the procedure that restored her sight called implantable Collamer lenses. And here to talk about all of this is Jacqueline Haynes and Dr. Frank Bowden with Bowden Eye Associates. Thank you so much for being here, both of you. Jacqueline, we'll get to your story and your crusade to create this nonprofit organization in just a second, but first, Dr. Bowden, let's talk a little bit about this procedure. I've never heard of this. This is called implantable Collamer lenses. What do you do? What is this?
Well, the implantable Collamer lens is an ultra-thin plastic lens that's designed to be placed inside the eye in a surgical procedure, behind the iris, and in front of the crystalline lens. This is made through a tiny incision that's like 1/8 of an inch in size on the edge of the cornea that allows us to gently insert the lens inside the eye. And it's basically a 10-minute procedure under topical eye drop anesthesia and IV sedation, and the patients see very well immediately, like the next day after their dilation wears off, and the patients are very comfortable, and it's a stable visual correction.
Wow.
The lens is like has been FDA approved for like 10 years, and it's approved for treating moderate to severe degrees of nearsightedness with small degrees of astigmatism. Now, it's been especially suited for those patients with who are contact lens intolerant, patients who are not ideal LASIK candidates, for example. For example, those patients with dry eye, thin or abnormal corneas, and patients with severe nearsightedness.
So, Jacqueline, you needed this procedure. How are you seeing now?
I'm seeing wonderfully. I tell you, the gift of sight is truly a gift. When you've come from challenges of vision impairment to now you can see clearly, it's a wonderful experience. And now our organization, Clear Eye Restoration, we're committed to helping others restore and preserve the gift of sight.
Yeah, wow, and that's amazing. When you talk about not being able to see well, and then all of a sudden it really opens up your eyes, if you will, no pun intended. What inspired you to start this organization?
Well, I was inspired as I was, I identified the need as I was traveling through a lengthy protocol obtaining approval through my medical insurance provider for this procedure that was medically necessary. Now that I've had the implantable Collamer lenses, I can see clearly now, and it has inspired me now to initiate, I initiated the organization to step up and help others restore and preserve the gift of sight.
Wow. So you had this issue, this problem, and then what I love about your story is that you decided then to do something about it to help other people, so that they can have this vision, and if you will, that you had. You have an expo coming up.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about what that is about, what you hope to accomplish, and how people can help.
Yes. Well, we have our first annual Healthy Eye Awareness Expo.